my life, I plan on pursuing my dream of becoming an orthopedic surgeon. The medical field is always where my heart's been at. I love to help others, and I love to see the impact in their lives. I chose to become an orthopedic surgeon because the musculoskeletal system interests me. The muscles in our body just fascinates me, and the way that we use our muscles every day in everything that we do, it really interests me and pursues what I want to be in. Also, I'm an athlete, and many orthopedics help their patients with sport injuries or something along that line. For my educational purposes, I plan on going to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville and getting my bachelor's in there. And then I want to get accepted into UAMS for medical school, but that's a hard one. Medical school, it is important for me to go to UAMS because I believe that they have the best medical school around. They really try to help their students and be the best surgeons or doctors they can be. To make my dreams and goals for the future realistic, I also have to set goals for this course. And I've never been a shy or a skittish person. You know, I've always been able to talk in front of people and outgoing. But for a goal in this class that I'd like is to become more fluent with the way I talk, and also to pronunciate my words clearly and use emphasis where it's needed. Now, for a funny story, anyone who knows me knows that I'm very accident prone. I mean, every year I'll break a bone or tear a ligament or get a black eye, or even both of them. So here's a funny story about what happened to me last year during football season. Last year I was a cheerleader, and we were doing a new stunt in our group. Well, I'm a flyer, so we went up into extensions, and they were like, okay, Rachel, hit a full down. I was like, all right, you know, it's gonna be fine. Well, I was stunning with a new group that I had before, and when they threw me, my old group knew I flew to the right instead of to the left, and when I flew to the right, my team moved to the left, and I landed on my head and got a concussion. Well, I went to the doctor and everything, and he told me to make sure I had no physical activity for at least 2 weeks. So the next week at cheer practice, I was like, all right, you guys, I'm gonna sit out and everything. So I just watched my squad do what they do, and I wasn't gonna do anything at all. But then I had a girl come up to me and was like, hey Rachel, you know, will you come spot me for a minute? And I was like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna get hurt doing that. Well, she was coming at me running full sprint, and when she began to hurdle, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to turn out bad. And when she hurtled at me, her left knee hit me in the side of the nose, and blood just went everywhere. It was literally, I was covered from head to toe. And when that happened, I realized my nose was broke, like bad. The whole thing of it was crooked, and I went to the doctor, or I actually went to the hospital, and he popped my nose back in place. But for the next month and a half, I had 2 huge black eyes. I mean, I looked like a raccoon. Well, it's not, you know, getting hurt isn't funny, but when it comes to me, everyone laughs because it's a normal thing when I get hurt. All in all, if someone's going to get hurt, it's going to be me. And this is my speech, and I hope you got to know me a little better. I plan on becoming an orthopedic surgeon and helping others when they get hurt, because I know, like me, I get hurt all the time, and many athletes do. So I plan on pursuing my dreams and my goals, and I hope everything turns out right.